Pixar has become known for its franchises and sequels, and Pixar Chief Creative Officer Pete Docter has finally explained how the studio decides which movies should become franchises. All of Pixar's franchises started out as original movies, with Toy Story and The Incredibles, once being just as original as Turning Red and Elio. However, Pixar has a selection process that decides which of its films should get sequels, and Pete Docter has finally given fans a peek behind the curtain. It is kind of like a dance between the audience. If nobody cares about the movie, if it doesn't do well, we don't really generally explore it. However, if it's been really great and we can't find an idea, we don't really explore. So it really has to hit on 2 or 3 different places. We have to know that people love it, and we have to feel like it really has something more to bring. And sometimes we dig for a long time and don't find anything. So yeah, all these things are a little bit mysterious, and you have to allow for that mystery. Pete Docter's comments reveal a lot about how the studio's creatives think, proving that Pixar doesn't just make sequels for sequels' sake. Instead, Pixar only moves forward with sequels once their originals have been successful, and once a worthwhile idea has been discovered. This could explain why so many of Pixar's sequels are beloved, receiving critical praise far more consistently than sequels from competitors. This also explains why Pixar is still moving forward with so many original projects. Docter's comments imply that Pixar puts good stories on the same level of importance as potential for financial success. Thus, they are going to continue to take risks with original stories, hoping that these films can be turned into new franchises. This explains why Pixar is still working on films like Elio, Hoppers, and Kato, even after the box office struggles of movies like Elemental. We have always seen Pixar as synonymous with quality, and Pete Docter's comments give a look at how those standards are maintained. The two-pronged approach to sequels could explain why Pixar has never followed up on films like Wall-E, Up, or Ratatouille. Even if they could be box office hits, they don't have clear stories for sequels, causing Pixar to move on to something else.